Welcome back to another episode of Uncut with Cael Brennen. Um, with state wrestling ending and everything, now comes the rise of freestyle and Greco for off season. So wrestling clubs are gonna skyrocket and everything now. So, every weekend there's going to be freestyle Greco tournaments at maybe Lisbon. Just last year, North Liberty had their first one. Cal and I wrestled that together.
Yep.
Um, just stay on track for some of those off-season tournaments. You might find us.
Fargo,
Cal.
stuff like that.
Yep. Yeah, Fargo State, Tulsa, right? Too?
Tulsa Nationals? Maybe, I guess. I don't really know. I think that's more like folk style. But.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Cal, have you watched the Muhammad Malo wrestling tournament?
Not really. What is that all about?
I've seen Spencer Lee and Austin DeSanto wrestle there on like Flow Wrestling. I kind of just recently found out about that. Austin DeSanto got bronze. Spencer Lee got gold. That was awesome to see. Otherwise, then I didn't really watch anyone else.
Yeah. Well, did you see what happened in RAF?
06? Yes, dude, that was insane. Sean O'Malley was there, right?
Yeah, I saw that. That was cool.
Yeah.
It's cool that they're getting a crowd kind of like how they do at the UFC events.
Yeah.
Like getting a bunch of fighters and stuff.
But the problem with, like, sometimes bringing some UFC fighters who mainly strike or, like, just do jiu-jitsu, that's the problem with bringing them into, like, freestyle wrestling. Their egos and pride is so high that, like, if they get clobbed with a collar tie, they're going to freaking want to punch the other guy.
Yeah.
That's basically just what happened. Do you see what's his face smack the other in the ear, like twice?
Yeah. What is that guy's name?
Dude,
Armin or something like
yes,
that?
I know them, but like their names are just so hard to pronounce.
Yeah, so basically there was like a fight in one of the RAF matches. I think it's Armin, and this other guy, I can't remember his name exactly, but he does like these takedown challenges on TikTok and stuff like that, but they wrestled, and things got a little chippy. The Instagram guy, he was just hand fighting pretty hard and getting a little chippy, but then Armin, the UFC fighter, didn't really like that, so he slapped him. And it was a pretty close match, and then Armin got a takedown at the end and ended up winning. But then the UFC guy started punching him from the top, and that turned out into a big brawl.
Coaches and families got involved in all that. Dude, that was like a Beavis McGregor all over again.
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
Yeah. Otherwise, then for RAF 07, I can't wait to watch Pocket Kakaisen versus Kyle Dake.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I really like Pocket Kakaisen. I love watching his coaching videos. I see a lot.
Yeah, I think that'll be an interesting match. I like both those guys a lot,
but Kyle Dake will probably win.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how young guys can do against older guys. But predictions for that, I think Kyle Dake will probably win. But Kikaisen is obviously really good, being I think he's a champ, maybe a 3-time finalist. I'm not sure, but yeah.
Have you seen any of the men's Olympic hockey?
I've heard very little bit about it.
I watched quite a bit of it. The U.S. got the gold medal. Canada got silver. I think it was Finland that got bronze. But the U.S. beat Canada 2-1.
Nice.
So, I mean, that was awesome to see. Like, they really starting to have a rivalry in hockey now, USA and Canada.
Oh, yeah. Ever since the Miracle on Ice, I think they kind of...
Yeah. It's been fun to watch all the small fights that happen. Dude, it's fun that, like, they let them fight.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fun part of the sport when they take off their gloves and go at it.
Yeah. Um,
Well, I
that's fun
guess
to
that
watch.
could bring us into UFC predictions.
Yeah,
So, I mean, there's main card's not bad, but the the main event, who do you think's gonna win that?
I think Charles Oliveira is going to submit Max Holloway via rear naked choke.
What round?
I want to say the somewhere around the second or the third.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm excited to watch that. I think it'll be good, but honestly, I think Holloway will win. Not that I don't really know exactly how he would win, but I just have a feeling he's gonna win. And either way, I know it's gonna be a good match or a good fight. Excited to watch that this Saturday. So, yeah, and this Saturday will also be the Big Tens. I think we said last week.
Yeah, this weekend Big Tens basketball and wrestling, but I don't really care about basketball.
Yeah, I'd agree.
But what makes you think Max Holloway is going to win though against Charles Oliveira? Like I rewatched a bunch of Charles Oliveira's fights. He submitted Justin Gaethje in the first round.
Well, Justin Gaethje also did knock him down 2 or 3 times. I mean, I think Oliveira just kind of, I don't know, got the better of him on his back. Well, Oliveira did stumble him and then just took advantage on top. But I don't know. I mean, Holloway is still a state champ wrestler. I think his takedown defense will be pretty solid, and if he can keep him on their feet, he will I think he'll definitely outstrike Oliveira. It's just on the ground there. I mean, I think Holloway can grapple, but yeah, he's gonna have to keep it off the ground. But
Yeah,
I think that strike game's just gonna do it for him.
yeah, but I rewatched their first fight, and Charles Oliveira was getting a lot of takedowns in, but it was just that shoulder injury though.
Yeah, we'll see.
Otherwise, then we said last week that Lisbon is starting off with track and field. We have an indoor track meet on Friday in Dubuque. So, like I said, I'm doing shot put, but I don't know if I'm good enough to qualify to compete yet. But I mean, I'm making slow and steady progress. I mean, obviously, Henry Ryling will be in shot put and discus for that. But I mean, I'll see where I am. Cael, so what are your favorite wrestling moves?
What do you mean, like from top, bottom?
Yeah, top,
Neutral?
bottom, kind of wherever.
Neutral. I'll probably say get out a single leg, sweep single. Bottom, just a nice seal off, just sealing off to standing up. And then top, I don't know. I mean, be honest, I don't pin a lot of guys, but I win a lot. But I think from top, I'll have to go a chicken wing and a half, just driving the half over from the opposite side. I think that's a pretty dominant move, and I like it. It feels good for me.
If you see me wrestle this year, then you know in neutral I do a lot of sprawl go behinds, but I've been working on my shots. I like doing blast doubles, just because it's like compared to a single leg. I just like getting guys on the ground as fast as I can. So yeah. Otherwise, then bottom. I just always stand up. That's kind of what I always do. Stand up, pretty much, and then on bottom, I used to just kind of do half Nelsons most of the time, but I really like doing ball arms
From top.
Yep, from top. I mean, I've just been working into a really tight ball arm recently, so
That's ignored for you, especially when you're about to tech the guy.
Yeah, I did tech a guy at North Lane with a ball on, so yeah.
Tech pin, yeah.
But the first time I did a ball on though was like when I couldn't get a half Nelson in at Prairie, so but like my coach Quincy was telling me to let him up, but I couldn't hear him, so I just did a ball on.
You have a tendency to do that, but I guess it works.
Okay, I'm a little bit stubborn when it comes to being on top.
But yeah, I mean, off-season wrestling will be starting up soon, so we'll get to showcase some of that. Not necessarily bar arms,
but
other stuff.
Other stuff. Since I've cut down a whole lot, I'm really hoping for a better freestyle Greco this year because I didn't really do good last year because I was kind of a very small 144 pounder, but now I'm usually weighing around 36 to 38. So, I mean, I should be able to wrestle a lot better this year.
Yep. Hey, maybe I'll even go into the MMA gym with you a little bit, summertime.
Alright.
Well, I think that'll probably end off this week. Tune in next week for another video.
Yep.
See ya.
See ya.